Welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. If you're under 13, please get your parents' permission to watch this video. This video is not for children. If you have any questions, ask your mom and dad to watch the video with you and explain things to you. I don't need a COPA violation where I get a $40,000 fine from YouTube or the government. Okay, we're going to talk about DC Comics today. Ended 25-year deal with Diamond Comics distributors to distribute their comic books. So this was set in motion when Diamond shut down with the pandemic. When that hit, they shut down their warehouses in Maryland and basically left the whole entire comic book industry without any distribution for 2 months. And DC cut deals with that Lunar and then that UCS. So those are both two mail order companies. And what is my take on this? This is a long time overdue. There's not enough distribution out there when there used to be about 16 distributors in the early 80s. If you had a problem with one company, you could go to the next one. We haven't had that since 1995 or 96 with Marvel are the ones that started this. When they bought that Heroes World and they created their own distributor, they weren't incapable of delivering the product. And that was in the late 90s. And what ended up happening was everybody was signing with these different distributors. And I remember Kitchen Sink and somebody else went with Capital City. And Capital City wasn't making enough money. And then when DC went with Diamond, that really screwed up the business. So then all those distributors went bankrupt. And bankrupt or closed shop. And what ended up happening was Diamond bought Capital City's assets, and then they basically assumed, distributing everybody. And then a year into distributing their books, Marvel wasn't good at it, so they threw in the towel and they closed down Heroes World, and then they signed with Diamond. And they created a monopoly. And bad things happen with this monopoly. They continuously raise the prices of comic books. You can't buy comic books now for under $3 and $4 or $3 and $4. So some are $5 now. So it's like it's not worth the money. And they lost kids with doing that with the prices. So your next generation of people coming in, they kill that off. The other thing that nobody will talk about is my friend had a comic book project that you had to submit it to Diamond, and they wouldn't carry it because they told him it wasn't commercial enough to make any money. So he was livid. So they were killing off creativity too, where anybody that comes up with a comic book and they want to distribute it through there, they wouldn't take it. And it's not costing them anything to place an ad in their Diamond Previews magazine, that catalog that they have that you could buy at the comic shops, and that's how you order your books. So I got to do some research and see how much percentage that DC was of Diamond's business. So that's gone now. They're only going to go with that Lunar and that UCS. And I don't know about England, who's going to distribute the books there. But was it Random House or something? They're going to do the trade paperbacks around the world for DC. And DC got bought up by AT&T, and they put the mandate down that every one of their divisions had to make money. So when Diamond did this, they put DC in a bad position where they had no money coming in, and we don't know how long it's going to be or anything. So, and everybody, and then what Diamond did too that was bad. All the money that they owed these publishers, they put a halt on paying them, and they said, well, we'll pay you back when we feel like it. And they made this like 6-month plan or something. So they already sold the stuff. So where's the money going? So they had no rainy day fund. There was no money in the till to weather the storm. Now, I'm not, like the greatest financial mind ever, but It took me over 2.5 months to get unemployment out of this. I just started getting unemployment from my job. I have another job, a new job lined up as soon as our state, I live in Illinois, as soon as that opens up, I'm going to go to the new job. But it's really messed up where, I was able to live off my savings and money my wife and I have. But these guys, these major corporations, I mean, Diamond was doing what? I heard the last time I heard it, 140 million a year or something. They basically destroyed the business where there's only 1,200 comic shops now in North America. So there was 10,000. So it went from 10,000 to 1,200 in about 25 years. And now this one is bad where if you go look on GoFundMe now, you'll see tons of comic book shops asking for money for COVID relief. And there's a lot of states that aren't even open yet. So there's a lot of shops aren't open. And just last week, they finally opened the comic shops in Illinois where you could go in and buy books, but you got to wear masks and everything. But this is long overdue, and I hope it opens up stuff. But I already see that these comic shops are already bitching and moaning, saying that, oh, this is going to raise our shipping rates and all this, and we don't get a high enough discount. Well, at least you're going to be able to get books from more than one source. And I used to tell my friend that back in the late 90s, I wanted to open up a comic shop. And the entire reason why I didn't open up a shop was because of Diamond. I said they had the right to come in and refuse to sell you books if they didn't like the way that your shop was presented. And I go, that's ridiculous. And I told my friend that he was asking me the one day, how come you haven't opened up a comic shop? And I told him because there's only one place to get books and brand new books. And if you basically tick them off, they're going to cut you off and you can't get books. And how are you going to support your business then? That's what drives the comic book sales is new product. So by doing this monopoly, the only one that it benefited was them, and they screwed it up. So that's how messed up the place is. And then the stuff where everything that they were shipping was damaged. These new companies were wrapping everything with bubble wrap, and the books were coming pristine. So now guess what Diamond did? They started wrapping the books with bubble wrap. So, that's what happens when you have a monopoly. There's only one place to go. You're only going to be able to eat pizza the rest of your life every day for every meal. You're never going to have a hot dog. You're never going to have Chinese food. You're never going to have hamburgers. You're never going to have spaghetti. You're never going to have a salad. You're just going to get pizza every day. And that's basically what Diamond did. So I don't feel sorry for them. If they go under, who cares? They did this to themselves. Everybody have a good day.